We are live. What is going on, everyone? Thank you all so very much for being here, hanging out with little old me. Everybody that's tuned in at this time, I really do appreciate you. Anybody that's watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Well, this was embarrassing. There's no other way to put it. I mean, this was rough. This was rough. The Lakers, outside of Lebron, no one showed up. And yeah, frustrating game. Very frustrating game. As far as like the box scores go, LeBron had a monster game, historic. Finally, you knew he was getting 40 tonight. You knew it. You knew he was getting 40 just simply on the fact that like this is the only team he hasn't gotten 40 against. You knew that was coming. He gave us 46, 7, and 8 with 2 steals, 1 block, 0 turnovers. He had Thomas Bryant with 15 and 7. He was solid. I mean, for the time he was in. Winning Gabriel gave us 8 in 14 minutes, 6 rebounds. So, he did his part. Russell Westbrook had 17 points, but was 4 of 13 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, and 8 of 13 from free throws. You got to make free throws. Like every time he was missing a free throw, it was driving me crazy. Russell Westbrook also had only 2 turnovers, but those 2 turnovers were the worst turnovers of the game. I mean, right when we were coming back, he just threw the ball away twice. It sucks. No one else showed up but LeBron. I mean, that was the gist of it. Russ was non-existent, was terrible out there. He's had back-to-back rough games. Maybe he bounces back tomorrow, but this was a game that, I would have liked at least to be competitive in. If you lose, right? Clippers just have our number. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you just got a team that just has your number. But I mean, come on, to just get smacked this whole game. I credit the Clippers. The Clippers shot the lights out, especially in that first half, but we just didn't play any defense, on a bright side, on a bright note, Anthony Davis might very likely be back tomorrow, and we may see Rui Hachimura. So that would be nice, right, to see those two. I said this the last few days that I think LeBron plays this game. I think LeBron sits tomorrow, and then I think Anthony Davis and Rui Hachimura, that'll be their first game together, and we'll see those two. And then, the Lakers will let LeBron get some rest before we go on the road trip. That's probably what's going to happen. So expect LeBron to be out tomorrow. I don't know this for certain, but it's kind of how it's been lined up the last week. So, and that's kind of what I expected to happen. But getting into the chat, let's see. That sucked. Yes, to put it nicely. Yes. Lots of standing around on offense tonight. Russ and Schroeder let us down. Yeah, no one else was really here. It was LeBron out there by himself. Feeling exploited, mistreated even. Clippers are just bigger, stronger, and faster. They have two-way guys all over the court. Reminds me of Golden State team. LeBron James used to go against with Dellavedova. Yeah, I mean, they're the better team. They're the deeper team. It shows. They've been the better, deeper team for the last 10 years for the most part. We've won championships in that time, and this is in many ways feels like this is their championship. They always seem to show up to play against us. But the concern is if we make the playoffs and we play the Clippers, we're gonna end up getting swept. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not worried about any teams in the West, but it's just the Clippers just seem to always have our number. Clippers have the Lakers number. Let's just call it exactly. Read my mind exactly. Yeah. Never seen anything like this where one single player can end a game by just touching the basketball. Russ shouldn't play in the fourth quarter. I think that's fairly obvious. I don't mind him playing in the fourth quarter, but that was just atrocious. He wasn't having a good game. When he's having a good game, play him, keep him in the game. Let him do his thing. But when he's playing like he did today, we saw it yesterday. They benched him and he didn't play. I didn't mind him being in the fourth quarter. He had a couple nice spurts, nice moment, nice little cut and stuff. But as soon as he started just getting back to just being bad, should have pulled him, should have taken him out. But take what you get. That's fine. Can't win them all. Just win tomorrow. We have to win. Have to win tomorrow. Have to. Do we still have enough money for Burks and Bogey? It's tough, but yeah, we could get there. We'd have to stack guys, or we'd have to do a rush trade. and then like take on like Noel or something, because you could do Russ for like Bogey, Burks, and then Nerlens Noel. That's something that could happen. But most likely, my guess the Lakers would trade for either or is probably what will end up happening. Um, they really are bigger and stronger. I'm not sure they are faster, but they clearly have a great duo in Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, I mean, look, um, I've said it on As It Stands, like my other channel, my mother channel. Like the Clippers on paper are the best team in the league, like front to back. I mean, it's just crazy how much talent that team has. Problem is that like they just can't stay healthy. Your two stars are unreliable, right? So that's something else. Norman, Michael, Jeffrey, Jordan Powell, man, seriously, that dude was incredible tonight. Like I said, you got to credit the Clippers. That's just how it is. Sometimes teams show up, they're hot. They were on a little winning streak, just like us, and they ended up closing out that streak. But Just Breezy coming in hot. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the $2 super chat. Rui, can you do something for us in the Drake voice? Yeah, I hope so. I really do. I like him a lot. I think he's going to do a lot of things for us. I mean, obviously the obvious one is that he's just a guy with size, right? He's a sizable wing that can play both forward spots. That is huge. But the fact that he can operate in the mid range and he's really good and lethal in the mid range, run a lot of sets, a lot of pick and pops, kind of keep him on that elbow. There's even a video, I posted it here on this channel as a short of him working out with Phil Handy, and he's just working on that low block. And yeah, I really do. I think he's gonna do something nice. I think he's really gonna help this team a lot. I don't think he's like a huge needle mover. I think he makes us better without a doubt, just with his size and ability to just create, score at all three levels. I think that is huge. He's strong too. Like you watch him play, he's strong at just getting to his spots, bumping guys off. So I do think he's going to really kind of elevate us. But I don't know how much, but time will tell. Time will tell. I'm excited. Hopefully we get to see his first showing tomorrow. It was cool to see him in purple and gold. So that was nice. But Lakers, again, thank you so much. Lakers' current situation is laughable. I mean, when I say that if Russell Westbrook isn't off of the team before the deadline, then I'm not going to watch another game. We won't go anywhere. So no point. I think we'd still be okay with Russ. I mean, look, I don't mind them trading Russ. It depends on the trade, though. Like, I still don't think you just trade him just to trade him, and do a bad deal. I don't think you just say, oh, here's Russ and both second-round picks or both first-round picks for, whatever, like Boyan and Alec Burke and Nerlens Noel. Like, I don't think you do that. But if you can find a deal that makes sense, yeah, move him. But I think, if you just got to find the right moments, and hopefully playoff time, hopefully he plays. He has good playoff stat. But this was an inexcusable game. He was terrible. Clippers will never shoot like that again in their lives. Could have done a lot better contesting those threes too. Russ is way too inconsistent and inefficient. Yeah, he really was today. He was absolutely he was rough. He was rough. Gotta love the fraudulent Clippers, half of the roster having the game of their lives versus the Lakers as the most competitive environment they'll ever get to. They can enjoy the regular season win. And I mean, this is their championship, right? This is their Super Bowl. People really need to chill though, acting like Lakers should win every game. Lakers haven't had a bad game in forever. It was due. No, I mean, I'm not like super upset. It's just frustrating. It's just a frustrating game. But I mean, for the most part, I don't think. There was the Jazz game. Was it like the second time we played the Jazz? We got blown out. But outside of that, like we haven't really gotten like spanked like this. Like we got spanked this game. So that Clippers lineup of Man, Powell, PG, Kawhi, and Zubac is just too much. LA, AD deal with. Yeah, it is. I mean, almost all of their lineups were too much. But yeah, definitely. Clippers were a bad matchup for the Lakers before Russ, and they'll still be a bad matchup after Russ. Blaming Russell Westbrook scapegoating is more than that. Yeah, it's not solely on Russ. Like I said, I'm not against. I mean, Russ was terrible. Like I want to make that clear. He was awful this game. Don't get me wrong. But it's not like this wasn't solely on Russ. Like Russ, even if Russ gave you 25 on 60% shooting, we probably still lost this game. Like it just hurts that we were looking like we were coming back. You had the fake comeback, and he just kind of throws the game away. That hurts. But in general, I mean, we've lost 10 straight years. Essentially, we have a losing record last 10 years. Russ hasn't been on the team last 10 years. We've lost 9 straight against them, dating back to the bubble year. So I mean, we were losing to them before Russ. So they just have our number. They just, for whatever reason, we just cannot show up no matter who's on our team. Russ will be fine. 2 bad games in a row, a lot more to play, and we're starting to get more of our guys back. Yeah, I'm excited to see guys come back, but this is rough. This was a rough game for sure. Sorry, give me 1 second. But diving back into it, every time we play the Clippers, it's like the finals bad. They never had a chance. Lakers 2023 champs. Yeah, I mean that's like I said. This is their playoffs. This is their championship. Lakers should rest LeBron tomorrow. We better not let him play this back-to-back with AD and Rui being in versus the worst team in the NBA. That's why I think that's going to happen. I think they'll bring AD back. AD can get his feet wet, kind of be the guy, get back in rhythm, get himself together against the Spurs team, and then Rui will get back, kind of build that chemistry. He'll kind of get his his beak wet, so to speak, and then they'll ramp up and get ready for the road trip, right? Fun questions. What the Pistons had the first pick back in 2003 draft LeBron? That would have been just stupid. That would have been insane. They probably would have won a couple more championships. I mean, they still should have drafted Melo. I don't know why they didn't draft Melo. Like, that was just silly. But hey, that's the draft, right? The Flippers only won because they shot 70% from 3 in the first half fluke game. Got to let this one go and look forward to tomorrow's W. Yeah, I agree. You got to let this roll off. They shot just absolutely insane. Not going to lie, I'm not saying it because of the game, but it's time for Russ to go. Although his weaknesses are shown less in his bench role, you simply can't be unplayable in the fourth the way he's been. This is not accept. Yeah, look, this was a rough game. I mean, he's had some really good games in the fourth quarter. Again, it's just how is he playing? Like, it's unfortunate that depending on how he's playing and how he's gelling dictates whether he can play or not in the fourth. But it's just being aware of the situation. If Russ is having a good game, because we've seen it. There have been games that Russ has won the games for us. With his defense, with making a play or getting an offensive board or diving for a ball and stuff. It's just when he has it, he has it. Let him play. But when he's 3 of 15, why are you keeping him in the game? Give somebody else, let something else go. And I understand you're trying to run and push it out. I just think it's just awareness. That's just knowing, what do you have today in Russ or not. Russ hand needs to heal. He's taped all game long. Yeah, he's still out there. He's still got to play. I mean, look, I stick up for Russ more than anybody to my detriment, but this is just a bad game. Look, if I'm going to be fair, I got to be fair. But I mean, yes, would it be nice if his hand was better? Give him a couple days of rest or something, sure. But I mean, you're out there, you're playing. You gotta play better. Got to. It wasn't a bad game. They were obviously outmatched. Even commentators called it out. Yeah, the Clippers were just a better team. They also shot the lights out insane, so that's tough too. It was by 10, man. That was a nasty meltdown. I'm sad. I honestly believe we would have had it. It sucks. It sucks. Yeah. But win some, you lose some. Who said the Lakers should win every game? I'd rather a 30-point blowout loss rather than us making it close, having a real chance at winning just for clown show players like Westbrook to ruin it. Even though I despise load management and prefer minute restrictions, I should be okay. It should be okay resting LeBron against Spurs. I think so too. Look, he's still 38. He's playing like a madman right now. He's playing, every minute possible right now. You got to give him some rest. You do, especially with AD and Rui coming back. I think that's a real. I think that's a fair reason. Think I'm done with Russ. He's not a bad player, but he's too volatile to be a piece in a championship team. I mean, again, I think it's just how you utilize him and awareness. Like, I think he can be valuable with the right pieces around. The problem is we don't have shooting. Like, if we could go get Boyan and like Alec Burke, right? Like, get that shooting, it makes things so much easier for Russ. Russ is very one dimensional, right? Like, he's best getting ahead of steam, getting to the rim, attacking the rim, and having guys spread the floor to where he can kick it out or roll it off to the big man. Problem is, we don't have anybody to spread the floor. So, like, when Russ gets out of steam, everyone just packs the paint, and he's got to fight over like five guys to get to the rim because you could just leave everybody open, right? Like, and then when Russ does kick it out, it's a miss, and then you're running the other way. Where if you have, a Boyan and Alec Burke, if Rui can get back to, not 45. I mean, he shot like 44, 45% last season. I'm not saying he gets back to that, but can he get to like 37%, 36% to where you have to go challenge him? If Anthony Davis's shot can stay relevant like it was before injury, now all of a sudden, you got these guys that can spread the floor. It just makes it easier for LeBron. It makes it easier for Russ. It makes it easier for the bigs to roll, so Russ can just dump it off like he likes to. It just depends on the team we have. We just don't have a team that's built for Russ. So it just makes things harder. I mean, look, Russ was terrible again. Like he was bad. But it's just in general, he's having to work a lot harder than he usually would. I'll take like some kind of Charlotte trade. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, especially the full Charlotte trade. Look, trade like if there's a right deal there to trade Russ, trade Russ. Like especially for a long term play. Like if you could get Charlotte's deal or like a Spurs deal or some solid deal, then yeah, like do it. Absolutely. I mean, I've always maintained that constant. Like if you find the right deal. I just don't believe you should trade Russ just to trade Russ. Like a lot of people want Russ gone just to have. It doesn't matter what you get back. Like can't do that. Like you can't get fleeced and jeopardize not only now but the future just to say we got rid of Russ. Like at that point, you're better off just keeping him. Not a fluke game. Westbrook ruined all games in 30 seconds. Just trade them in. He hasn't ruined all the games. I'm not saying it was a fluke game, but he's won a lot of games this year. Russ being traded would be good for him and us. Russ is one of my favorite players too. I do think a change of scenery would be nice for us. I do think it's just like he needs to go to a place that is better suited for him, with players that are better suited. We just got an announcement. Darvin Ham confirms new Lakers forward will play Wednesday versus Spurs. So there you go. We got Rui Hachimura. Which is awesome. That's exciting. I'll have to make a video about that. But anyway, yeah, I do think a change of scenery would be nice. I was happy for that too, seriously, right? And then he just like almost airballed a little floater. I was like, go on, man. This is why you're not playing. Actually got to block a couple rebounds he did. Yes, LeBron putting up 35 points per game. He's worth $45 million. I mean, LeBron's arguably the greatest player ever. Not defending Russ. We needed him this game, and he showed out. Yeah, we did. We needed him badly. Look, I mean, like I said, Russ was bad. I mean, there's nothing wrong. Like, look, I've been a huge Russ defender. I've been a huge guy, but I mean, he had a very bad game. He was terrible. Like, and we needed him for this game, and he just didn't show up. No, if he doesn't show up, he doesn't show up. Russ good in small doses, and you can remove him when you're tired of seeing that. Yeah. Like I said, it's just awareness. It's just awareness. It's just having that awareness of what's going on. How does Russ screw the other team over? Also, the biggest problem tonight was trying to have a shootout with a team, their luckiest three-point shooter. Yeah, I didn't like that either. I didn't like how they were just jacking up threes. Like every time they shot a three, it was like, okay, well, we're going to just jack up a bunch of threes. I didn't like that at all. I agree with you 100% on that. LeBron needs help. I agree. He does. They need to, I do believe some trades are coming, but they need to do something. At this point, I'm giving up 2 firsts for Jay. You cannot give up 2 firsts for that. I would not mind Jay Rich, Jakob Poeltl, and Doug McDermott, but you cannot give up both firsts for that. You just can't. Just can't. You're better off keeping Russ and letting him leave at the end of the season. If Lakers don't have Russ off the team and Bogdanovich plus Hornets deal by the deadline, we should request a trade. It's such a dysfunctional team right now. I mean, you got to keep in mind, though, too, it's what are the other teams willing to give up? It takes 2 teams to make a trade. Now, I would love to, if we could pull off if we could do the Spurs deal and then go get Bojan Bogdanovich, boom, home run, right? I would love that. But, I mean, what are these teams looking for? What are they willing to do? How does Russ screw the other team over when it's 11-12 without AD? Yeah, no, I mean, we've been very good without AD. We've been hovering around 500 without AD. Westbrook is not worth half of $27 million. Just get some players back. Again, it has to be the right players. You can't just do you remember Timothy Mozgov and Lou Aldain? You know how that happened? Because fans and everybody wanted the Lakers to do a move, and Mitch Kupchak was on his way out. And so he was like, okay, I'm going to do a move for a bunch of guys, and I'm going to get the Laker fans behind me, and everything's going to be good. And he signed Timothy Mozgov and Lou Aldain. And we were paying Lou Aldain up until last year. That's what it is. You can't just make a trade just to make a trade. You can't. Is he worth $47 million? Absolutely not. But he didn't. He was offered that. That's not his fault. So many people blame Russell Westbrook for making $47 million a year. Would you turn down? Would you be like, oh, I'm going to give you $20 million back because I'm not playing $47 million? Absolutely not. Nobody would. He signed that contract years ago. The Lakers traded for him. He didn't trade for himself. Right? We got to put things in perspective. I understand it's frustrating when he plays games like this. And is he playing like a $47 million player? No, but he's playing a specific type of role that he's bought into. He's done a lot. You got to put things in perspective. This is not fair to LeBron, man. This hurts in my head as a Bron fan. Yeah, they need to do something. Played for the Clippers the last 5 minutes. LeBron was never close to being a Piston if they won the lottery. Number 1 conveyed to Memphis. Oh, was it that year? Yeah. So then maybe that's what it was. I mean, it was a hypothetical anyway. So we gave up way too many points. We did. Yeah, Russ was tonight. It was rough. What's going on, Jason? I appreciate you being here. What is up, buddy? Much respect. Bad night for both of us. Yeah, we will bounce back. Yeah. It was tough. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can make an argument which one was worse, because Lakers didn't have a chance start to finish. Weren't Celtics up 21? I mean, I'm not trying to rub it in. It's just I don't know which one I would I would dislike more. But I mean, a loss is a loss. Bron and Russ make history again with another loss. Bro, I'm sick. Russ is so inconsistent. He was this game, definitely. Hope Genie really makes the most out of those first 2-round picks, who middle schooler right now, protecting them with their life. I think they're going to make a trade. I really do. Because and I made a video about this earlier. It makes no sense for you not to make other trades now. You're going to have to re-sign Hachimura. And so he's going to make, let's say, 10 to 12 million a year. And then you're going to have to pay, and then they want to retain Austin Reeves. So you're going to have to re-sign Austin Reeves. There's all your cap space. Maybe you have 10 to 15 million left over. That gets you 1, maybe 2 mid-tier guys, right? When you could go and make a trade or 2 and get several guys, and we're good. Oh, we just got an announcement that Anthony Davis returns tomorrow too. So that's good. Anthony Davis play against the Spurs, bearing any setback after missing nearly 6 weeks. Nice. So we're getting Rui and we're getting Anthony Davis. So we got some exciting news to come back on that. So that's awesome. So hopefully tomorrow's live stream will be a little better. We'll have a little more things to talk about. What's going on, Gary? How's it going, bro? I'm getting tired of this LeBron doing everything BS. It's getting old. I feel it. I'm with you. But we got AD back. We're getting Rui back. Not back, but he's finally playing. So it's great news. I'll take that. I will take that. This proves that Rui or AD won't change the results of this game. We got cooked and can't shoot. My language. Yeah. No. I don't think. Like I said, I don't think we would have won this game regardless. The way that they played the lights out. We did. We needed this one. We needed this one. Exactly. Like guys have been playing above their pay rate for us to win. So LeBron James at 40 million earns his keep. He does. Pat Bev will be traded. I hope so. 10-0. Is it even still a rivalry at this point? Yeah, I know. It's been very one-sided. Very, very one-sided. Trade Russ to the Clippers. For some of their wings, I would. Like if we get like Covington and like a couple pieces, like I would do it. Lakers will lose to the Clippers for eternity. Sure. Russ needs to go. Just doesn't fit. We have much better fits like Boyan, Richardson out there. I mean, like I said, if we can get them, it just comes down to like what trades are out there, what trades are available. And the problem is that teams still value Russ as a negative, which is not good because that means you have to basically pay to unload Russ, which it's not worth it. We need shooting. Oh, we need shooters, not people that can just hit threes. Clippers are cooking us, whether somebody was there or not. Their chemistry on one play was like crazy. Yeah, they were. I mean, they shut the lights out tonight, and we do. We need several shooters, which is the problem. I don't think one shooter is going to change the scope of the Lakers. It's Darvin Ham's fine. LeBron James plays like 40 million rests. Shit, he's stealing. Yeah, never was a rivalry. 8-1 nothing. The Clippers haven't won anything. LeBron is such a liability on defense. LeBron was solid defensively then. We never can beat the Clippers, just like never beat the damn Kings. Yeah, I mean some teams just have your number, and some teams just get up for the Lakers. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is their Super Bowl. So sad Kendrick Nunn has been traded. You won't feel that way once you see Rui. you might feel that way right now, I loved Kendrick Nunn. I was hyping him up. I was so great. Like I was like, oh yeah, he's this, that, and the other. And he's been a disappointment this season. He was starting to come into his own, but I'm telling you, Rui, you're gonna like Rui. Unpopular opinion: Dennis is not good enough to be LeBron's starting point guard. As an NBA point guard, you simply can't be pumping on every single three. He gets zero respect for defense. His D is good though. He is good defense. See, the thing is that if you trade Russ, then he goes as your backup. That's perfect. Like Dennis Schroeder is a backup point guard. He is one of the best backup point guards in the league. He is great as a backup. As your starting point guard, not so great. Like LeBron usually plays best with like a 3-and-D. Like Patrick Beverley was the right idea for a point guard next to LeBron. It was. I mean, it hasn't worked out, but like based on even last season, the LeBron is really good with the George Hills, the Mario Chalmers, like guys that can just play defense and let LeBron handle the ball, but can hit the wide open three, right? Like that's what he's best with. But hey, Tyler, what's going on, Jay? I appreciate you. We need that Charlotte trade that you proposed. We really do. That would be wonderful, wonderful. Kendrick Nunn could have gave us 15 tonight. He might have, but like I said, I'll take this L to have Rui. The same argument can be made for AD, and you also get draft picks back. Russ didn't miss 22 games. That's very true. At least Russ has the consistency. It was no energy. Heavy on LeBron out there by himself. Patrick Beverley's ass on offense, and he gets cooked too. Yeah, that's why I keep saying you need to trade Patrick Beverley. Dude, I've been fighting with people for like a week on like trading Patrick Beverley. Like he's had moments. He's even had like a game here and there, but for the most part, he's been a below average defender, and he's been one of the worst offensive players in the league. At one point, he was the worst. I don't know if he still is. I haven't really looked it up, but he was for like a majority of the season the worst offensive player in the league. Depends on what's out there. It really does. What's going on, Buck Kicker? Appreciate you. Salute. It's hard losing to the Flippers this way. It is, especially when you get blown out. At least keep it close. LeBron has never been a liability on defense. His primary scorer, playmaker, and best at fast breaks. Yeah. They don't have any rings. None. This is their Super Bowl. Like I said, they got extremely hot in that first half. Extremely hot. Had the backbreaking turnovers. Yeah, he did. It sucked. Until the Clippers beat us in the playoffs, it means nothing to me. Likewise, I mean, like I said, I'll never believe in the Clippers until they prove otherwise. Right? Like the last 15 years, every year is the Clippers year. This is the Clippers year, dating back to Lob City and all that stuff. And every year they fall flat and they're terrible. Right? Like this is their thing. Like, I mean, even Steve Ballmer was up there cheering like he just won the NBA Finals. Like relax. Like you have this team has been a major disappointment. Dustin coming in hot with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Bev for J Rich. Bev can't guard PG and Kawhi. I wouldn't mind that at all. They want a second round pick. Take the second. Take Patrick Beverly. Go get Josh Richardson. I'm all for that. I wouldn't mind that at all. I think you got to pick. You got to trade Patrick Beverly to get something. You really do. We need to get something. We need to get something in return for him because he's just not it this year. He's just not. He's a great locker room guy. I love the just the energy he brings and just everything that he brings. But we're not good enough to have a $13 million liability. We're just not. Until I already got that one. Again, thank you so much, Daniel. The first half screwed us over, just like it almost did against the Blazers. Why can't we play lockdown defense? We cannot put a full 48 minutes together, period, offensively or defensively. Depends on the trade, but yes. That chase down hustle play by Dennis and turn to a turnover, trying to pass it while you barely got control. Stupid. That was the turning point when they went on at 8-0 in the 45 seconds. Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, Russ is the one that threw it away. He had to go chase it down. Second quarter once again. Yeah, rough. It was the third quarter for a long time, and now it seems to be the second. Jason, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to As Stands Lakers channel, and click the bell icon to get the new video updates. You will not regret it. Thank you so much, Jason. I really appreciate you. Seriously, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Yes, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Take a quick second. Just hit that subscribe button. I need 6 subscribers, and I'm at 7520. That would be amazing. I'm sure there's 6 of you that aren't subscribed. Take a second, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tell a friend, tell a dog, tell a cousin, tell whatever, lover, whatever. Let somebody know. Help me. We're on the road to 10K. Help me get to 10K. I'd greatly appreciate it. The one Dennis I didn't understand at all. I mean, he should have called a timeout, but really, this big three scheme just doesn't work on the poorest team in the league. Works for rich teams that can go into luxury tax. We just need more 10 million players like Clippers. I mean, it can work. You just have to have the right big three, right? Like, I mean, it could still work. It's just you don't have the right big three. Like if we had Kyrie, like I think he would fit perfectly because of his skill set and what he's able to do. I think he can do a lot of the stuff that we need. So I think if you had like LeBron, Kyrie, and AD with the team we have now, I think we probably win the championship. It just depends on what the big three is. The problem is the big three we have just doesn't mesh. It's just not. It's not a fluid big three. Seriously, no help. LeBron out there breaking his back for this team. He really was. It was hard to watch. He should have called timeout. Ham could have too. LeBron plays tomorrow because we need the win badly. I really don't think he is. I think they're going to sit him. I think Rui plays. I think Davis plays, and I think they sit LeBron because that game is winnable without LeBron. It's just It's I think that's going to be the case, but we'll see. Westerners are so bad at times. Russ fans just need to learn to deal with it. Yeah, it was just very untimely. But y'all come in at me when I say that. Anything I say is based off emotion right now. So if anything's crazy about Russ, don't take it too seriously. I'm heated, but that ending. No, look, I get it. I mean, he had a bad game. I've stuck up for Russ a lot. But when he plays like this, I can't. There's nothing to stick up for. He had a bad game. Sometimes you just gotta, call it out. You ride with you ride with your guys, good or bad. Yeah, facts. I mean, this at the end of the day, this is our team. That being said, Russ still needs to go at the end of the day. Yeah, like I said, if it's the right trade, Russ got to go. There is no other way. Unbelievable. Like I said, if you can find a deal that makes sense, do it. You do it. Out of there, yeah. You gotta find a deal. You gotta find a team that's willing to take those guys. Is it if it's possible, lock every player in the gym, make them shoot and play defense. Just lock them in. Say here you go. You guys aren't leaving until you guys are elite 3-point shooters. Ain't gonna lie, I saw so many possessions where Winning is getting body. I mean, he does. He's a good hustle player. You don't like. He's not a guy that you want playing 20 minutes a game, 30 minutes a game. He's a good 10 to 15 minute high energy guy. Get you some assists, get you some buckets. Make a solid play here and there. He's not supposed to be your go-to, scorer, right? He's not supposed to be your go-to center. He's supposed to be the just that solid high energy guy is what he's supposed to be. But hopefully when AD comes back, we have Thomas Bryant. Now we got Rui Hachimura. I think that'll help. Although they want to play Rui at the 3, so we'll see how that goes. Christian coming in hot with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And Black Mama's famous words: "Ship his out." Zero. I can't say his name anymore. Done with him as it stands. The truth. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. And like I said, you can't just trade him just to trade him. I know a lot of people really want him just traded for a bag of peanuts. You can't. You really can't. Right? He has some value to us. He has been solid. He has his moments. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, you can't just say, oh, we'll just take whatever. You can't do earlier someone mentioned, doing the Spurs deal and giving up 2 first-round picks. You can't do something like that. You can't. Because if it doesn't work, you're screwed. That's it. It's better to have one bad season than several, right? I mentioned it earlier. I don't know if you were here, Christian, but Timothy Mozgov and Luol Deng, that whole reasoning for signing was because we were in a desperate situation. The Lakers wanted to do something. Mitch Kupchak was trying to save his job, so he went and signed those 2, and it was a disaster, absolute disaster. But if you can find the right deal, if you can find a deal that makes sense, that actually makes this team better as an upgrade, then yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And Dennis could have just sat on the ground until LeBron came with the ball, or just let the person tie it up and foul while you're on the ground. Luckily, he didn't get flagged. Yeah. Palinka, hurry up, please. Trade Russell Westbrook, JTA, Damian Jones, Patrick Beverly, all inconsistent players. Trade, please. Your team has a chance to make the playoffs. I'm sure he's working on it. He made a trade, so obviously he's making calls. He's trying to figure it out. Like I said, it takes 2 teams to make a trade. Right, as much as we would love Rob Pelinka to be like, hey, we're going to trade you Russ for this, click, and it's done. And then we're going to trade you Patrick Beverly for this, and then click, and it's done. Fortunately, it just doesn't work like that as much as we want it to. Winning in a monster game, he ain't a true center, but he did. He's solid. He's just playing center. The problem is he's not quick enough and doesn't shoot well enough to play small forward. But yeah, everybody out of position until AD gets back. Yeah. Winning and Bryant are backups. They're going against starting level players. Yeah. You're not winning a chip with Russ taking up a bulk of your cap space. I don't know. Like I said, I really think you get the right moves, right? If you're telling me if we go get Boyan and Alec Burke with everyone we have, you don't think we can win a chip with that? I do. Obviously, would it be nice to have Russ be, 3 starting level guys? Sure, of course. But I still don't think the Lakers are that far off. I just think, it makes it hard. It makes it difficult. Don't get me wrong. But, if the Lakers could take, if you could do Patrick Beverly, Lonnie Walker, and, Damian Jones and some pieces and go get 2 guys, I think you're there. More likely to happen, AD plays healthy for the remainder of the season, or Stu comes back for Scream 7. Stu lives in AD. Is Mr. Class. Love the chat. I appreciate you. And that's a tough one. But I think it's more likely that AD stays healthy for the rest of the season. He was cooking us. Covington out here taking to rim, and man was just eating. Everybody was. This is rough. I would trade a protected first round pick for OG Anunoby. He's another 3 and D wing. He's young. That's what you need also. So supposedly, based on some reports, the Toronto Raptors were offered 3 first round picks and they said no. So the Lakers 2027 first round pick is not going to get OG Anunoby. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. But if they turn down 3 first round picks, one, Toronto's foolish. You absolutely take that deal. OG Anunoby's great, but he's not 3 first round picks great. And two, yeah, we don't have a shot if that's real, if that's the case. We needed this win. I agree. I agree. Also, Troy Brown having an off night. He's been competing, competent 3-point shooter. Get rid of Pat Bev. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh, yeah, thank you so much, Jan. I really appreciate that. Yeah, take a second, hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. Only takes a second. Helps me really grow the channel. And hit that like button for this live stream. Yeah, I mean, he was too. It didn't help. He had a couple, later in the game. But in general, I mean, he's been one of our most consistent guys. But yeah, it was a rough night for everybody. Really was. TB's defense is garbage. Yeah, I mean, he's never been known as a defensive center. The defense really poor all night. Facts. I'm not crying about losses when we get even healthy to take a joke. Yeah, we'll be all right. First guy to do that. Yeah, to think about that is absolutely insane. Like, dude, the guy just, man, the dude is somebody else, something else. The West is too tight. We gonna be mad and feel like we should have won every game. We hang and beat mediocre teams for the most part. The better teams, we barely even get the job done. Yeah, it's rough. Just closing out. We gotta just do a better job of closing out games. Dennis Schroeder got to be consistent. Agreed. Kobe did as well. Kobe did it with 30 points. He didn't do it with 40. Yeah, I believe it's 30 points. I think he has a 30-point game against every team in the league. LeBron's the only one with 40. That was playoff LeBron. Facts. No defense because they was moving the ball like crazy. Number one, BS fouls. Number two, we were a step too slow, and Clippers have great one-on-one players. They have a player for every skill amount. Almost, yeah. Seriously, they're just a really well-rounded, deep, just really good team. We can't keep losing. We don't make it past the second round. I'm trading LeBron to the Warriors. I don't know about that, but Kobe always played on the Lakers. He didn't have the opportunity. Dennis Schroeder should have called timeout when he dove for the ball. Yeah, he should have. I actually thought he was going to, and he didn't. Defense and playmaking kills us tonight. They need sign Hassan Whiteside and Crowder. Well, I mean, they'd have to trade for Crowder, but I still think they should sign Hassan Whiteside. I really do. I think Hassan Whiteside would be nice. I just want to say Norman Powell is a very nice basketball player. That is really solid reserve. He is, dude. He is. He's been solid everywhere he's gone. I have too many guys that can do a lot. Yeah, they really do. They're just really deep. They really do. They're just really deep. Minus LA. Yeah. No, I would play LeBron. Norman for Russ, but you're right. Solves both issues. I wish, if only. I don't think they do that because of they have whatchamacallit. John Wall. Trading for OG would be great, but the problem is Masai Ujiri always asks for the moon. Yeah, like I said, supposedly he got offered 3 first-round picks and said no. That is insane if he said no. Our backcourt got to be better. Facts. What do you think Rich Paul and Steve Ballmer was talking about? I don't know. Hopefully, hey, we're gonna take some of your clutch clients away from you. I think Pat Bev is just on the team to sabotage us. He's never liked us. I mean, maybe. And also the Clippers playing at home for real, just like we are. They play the same court and basket and didn't have to travel nowhere. They've been comfortable every time. We need shooters in the backcourt. Yeah, I'm with you. Need Reed and Lonnie back. That would be very nice. We need KCP. Yeah. We need a trade. Yeah. LeBron went crazy though. I don't hear nobody saying nothing though. Y'all love when he has a bad game. Yeah. He's been fantastic. Lonnie and Hillbilly Kobe need to be our starting guards. Yeah. Clippers top 6 in 3-point efficiency. LA bottom 6, which is never good. We don't care about his stats until he breaks Kareem yet. Shoutouts to Russ, though, for becoming the 20th player to get 24K. Yeah, I saw that. We care about winning. Yeah, we need to win. We really do. Those dudes were cooking KCP, Kuz, and Crusoe as well. This Clippers beating has been going on since CP3. Yeah, it's been the last 10 years. If you're being fair, mention everybody else who had a bad game. We lost as a team. Russ didn't make us lose. He's not the only person. Everyone's been bad. But Russ is our guy. Russ is supposed to be the other guy. Like, we don't count on, winning Gabriel to give us 30, right? Like, we need Russ. Like, Russ is a guy that we need. Like and subscribe. Yes. Appreciate you. Yes. Like and subscribe. Why is Beverly playing so much? Westbrook and Beverly combined 5-21 back-to-back games. Westbrook 4-13 games. Absolutely pathetic. I don't know why. He, for whatever reason, Darvin Ham really loves to play Patrick Beverly. I don't get it. He's been terrible. Whiteside needs to be signed to this team, and Crowder and Boyan. Bryant didn't start the game well. His rim protection is non-existent. Guys' eyes get huge when they're going downhill. Yeah, I mean, he's never been known for a defensive center. Whiteside is out of the league for a reason. He cannot guard in this NBA. He can absolutely guard. He's out of the league because of his mental, not because he can't play. He just is a pain in the behind. Man, Russ making LeBron James and AD money. I want to see top-notch action every night from Russ for that price. Yeah, I mean, look, everyone has bad games. I don't mind Russ having a bad game here and there, but I need him to be. I just need him to be better. You know what I mean? I do. I need him to be better. Like I said, I stick up for Russ every opportunity I have had to stick up for Russ. I have, to my own detriment, but I mean, when he plays like this, it's just you got to call it out. I call LeBron when he's playing poorly. Christian coming in hot with the $5 super chat. Again, thank you so much. I'm convinced the Clippers get bonuses every time they beat the Lakers. Everyone hit that like. Yes, thank you so much. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And I wouldn't be surprised. If Steve Ballmer, just the way he talks about the Lakers too, though. Like, if you listen to how he talks about the Lakers, he talks about them like, oh, yeah, well, this is our thing, this, that, and the other. I would not be shocked at all if Steve Ballmer's like, hey, if you beat the Lakers, I'll throw you guys an extra like 10K or something. I mean, the guy has more money than, there's people on the planet. So, he could easily just say, here you go. So it's just, yeah, I could absolutely see that happening. I could absolutely see Steve Ballmer giving them little annual bonuses every time. You get 4 annual bonuses a year. But again, thank you so much, Christian. I appreciate it. Bron hates Crowder, seriously. Whiteside should retire. I think he could be valuable in the right situation. Would have been great for the Lakers in 2015. Yeah. Russ is garbage and will disappoint, and most crucial times trade him. Like I said, if the right trade's there, trade him. Yeah, dude, ain't supposed to be the Lakers starting center. Yeah, he's not. Russ wasn't terrible, but man, them 2 turnovers came at the worst time possible. They really did. Worst time. Bron sneakily climbing into scoring title champ for the season. Yeah, he really is. He really is. I like Russ off the bench, but only Lakers Russ fans think he's okay normal to have 47 million guy off the bench. I mean, it's not okay normal. I mean, you don't want to pay a guy coming off the bench $47 million, but like I said, I mean, that's the role that they want him to play. That's the role that he's been playing, so you can't really knock him for it. Just played bad. Everyone played better. Yeah, everyone but LeBron, but yeah, everyone was terrible. Damian Jones was good for the Kings last year, and now he's worse than Kwame Brown. What happened to him? I don't know. He was really good for the Sacramento Kings. It's the LA thing. Guys just disappeared. His stats reflect worse than he did, but it was still horrible. It was pretty bad. Pat Bev, 35 minutes with 3. Like, bro, what are you doing on the court? Seriously. Russ shouldn't be coming off the bench. That's the coach choice and decision. Yeah, exactly. Like, Russ can only do what he can do. Well, to be fair, if a team shoots 65% and makes 15 threes, you're supposed to lose that game. Very true. I actually agree with you, Gaby. Like I really want to see like if we don't have Russ anymore, like and we have games like this, and like AD and LeBron have good games, and we lose like this. I don't know. I really want to see who else because everything is Russ's fault, right? Like always. Like don't get me wrong, like I said, Russ had a bad game. He deserves his lumps. But like even when he has like an okay game or like a decent game or like a solid game and we lose, it's like Russ shouldn't have been this or Russ shouldn't have been that. I'm curious to see what like who's going to be the next scapegoat, right? Because Russ is definitely the scapegoat. I miss playmaking. Russ he's been doing primarily slashing. What happened to all the cutting, slashing, lobs, and dimes? I don't know. I don't know if maybe they asked him to be more aggressive, which I don't mind him being aggressive, especially when he's putting up numbers and he's actually finishing. Just yeah, I don't know. Who do you trade next, Russ or Pat? I would trade Pat next because that's probably gonna be something small. If you're gonna trade Russ, it's gonna be like a big move or a big deal, which will probably take time. You could probably do a Pat trade like tomorrow, but like to do a Russ trade, that's gonna take a while. It's just disappeared after beating the Kings. Yeah. First it was Ingram, then it was Danny Green, then Galkus, but now Russ. When will it end? If we trade Russ, we need another point guard to replace him. Yeah, but I mean, one, you have LeBron. Two, Dennis Schroeder probably goes to be your bench. Three, you can always get another just point guard. Like if you just need a backup to facilitate and stuff. Got some guys on the trade, but you get like a DJ Augustine or something. He was actually decent in the limited minutes he got, but also in the buyout market, there's probably going to be a couple point guards there. The team is 0-3 without Russ and scores a whopping 107.7 points per game, which would be one of the worst offenses basketball. Oh yeah, Russ absolutely helps us just through his playmaking and scoring. The Lakers are the only organization in NBA history where one player can ruin their season. Yeah, so I hate it when one player gets blamed. Yeah. Yes, appreciate you, SM. Yes, get those likes up, get those subscriptions up, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'd really appreciate you. I distract from the problems we need to address as a team. Exactly. Russ left a lot points out there on the free throw line. He did. His free throw, I don't know what he's doing. He needs to really work on his free throws. It's rough. It's rough. Big decided on the Lakers season. Not yet. What's going on, Mario? I appreciate you being here. And no, not yet. We still got a long season left. No season left. But I like what you did there. I like that. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mario. I definitely don't blame Russ. Get paid. Yeah. Facts. Get your money. Miami climbing and saying they really are. They're really turning around. I still don't think they're gonna do anything, but at least Russ plays every game, unlike AD. Not his fault, also, but damn, yeah, that's the one thing you can always count on Russ. He's gonna show up. Agreed. Russ played terrible. One player can't lose a game though. Yeah, oh no, absolutely. You're 100% right. 100% right. Russ got bailed out on free throws. Yeah, he's got to make his free throws though. Clippers need to move out of LA. They do. Bryant played well too. Yeah, in the time he was in, he had one ball out, and the other were legit. Yeah, I was actually surprised he got that many foul calls. I was too. They were actually giving it to him today, which is nice. Yes, AD is back tomorrow, and Rui is going to play his first game. He's going to play his first game. I cannot wait. I gotta get some videos up. I've seen Russ win on 3 of 13 nights with Washington, OKC with limited help. We just didn't defend tonight. Simple as that. Yeah, and team shooting the lights out. Also, Pat Bev and Russ always guarding the wings, hardest assignment all game, while our taller guards defense was as Danny's crazy high efficiency. Yeah, dude, they like Russ actually does a good job guarding bigger guys. But yeah, I mean, like to have them guarding Kawhi and Paul George all game, it's really not a formula for success, Yeah, we got cooked. We did. Lord have mercy. I know. I cannot wait. He usually gets like 4 to 6 per game, so 13 free throws for us is good. Now he has to hit them. He does. You have to hit them. Lakers have been holding it down because Lonnie Walker was the third best player. He is, and he's not supposed to be a third best player. We weren't defending from the opening tip, but I got a little excited. Down 10. It was rough. Do you think LeBron should be in the MVP conversation? I think LeBron should always be in the MVP conversation because he is the MVP. I mean, if you just look at the history of him and his teams, I mean, he should have like 10 of them by now. But no, because the Lakers aren't winning games. Like he's playing incredible, but you know, if you're not even in the playoffs, then no. Yeah, it was wild. AD is a difference maker. Yeah, he usually don't even when he gets hit. Yeah, down. We got it down to 8, I believe. We got it to 10. Then Kawhi. Yeah, we got it to 10, and then they went on the 8-0 run. Help is on the way. Facts. Our two best shooters are out. Simmer down. Yes. They just confirmed AD will be playing 20-minute restriction tomorrow. A Rui debut, easy win. Hope LeBron sits out for dropping 46. Get the dub. Yeah, I imagine they're gonna sit. They're gonna sit LeBron. I do. I imagine they sit LeBron. Get AD in the game. Let him go get you 20 points in 20 minutes. Hopefully Rui has a nice night. I actually think Rui's gonna ball. I really do. I think he's gonna have a great game tomorrow. Like his first game in LA, he wanted to be in LA. All that. Like I think he balls out. Yes, it did. It was rough. That second and one was a foul, but at that angle, no way they call it yet. We need two-way guys. I'm not sure Boyan can keep up where he's playing. I mean, Boyan's good at funneling defenders. He's not like a lockdown defender. Problem is, we don't really have. There's not really any two-way guys that are available. Like great three-point shooters, great defenders. But hopefully the Lakers can find something. Braun playing just as well as Luka right now. Yes, facts. Did he mean to say pimping or pumping on every three? I think he meant pumping, like pump faking. Dennis and Pat Bev are simply too small. They are. Like Schroeder, just get a great shooting guard next. Dude, I would love Gary Trent Jr. I really would. I would love if they could go get him. Like if they could figure that out, that would be fantastic. Bev is shooting 44% of three in the last 20 games, though. Yeah, but he's too inconsistent. He's a liability. And he doesn't take enough. He's always like pump faking and stuff. I understand why we didn't call a timeout when Dennis got on the ground. Reminds me of 2K when people spam them but A button and lose on the dime. Dennis didn't have to throw it right to Kawhi. Oh, yeah. It's never good. What about Pistons Boyan for Reeves? You got to make the salaries match, and the Lakers really want to keep Reeves, so I don't see them doing that. I think they'll trade Lonnie Walker. We need a trade. Braun needs help playing at this level. Wow, plus a veteran coach. Yeah, we definitely need. I think the coach is fine. LeBron's been in the finals. I mean, and won with the rookie coach. So I don't think the coach is the problem. It's but they definitely need help. Reeves is our point guard when he gets back. He proved it's a spot last game of the season. Yeah. Problem is you can't bring Schroeder or Bev off the bench with Russ. Yeah, that is the problem. That's why I think Bev or Russ are gone, or both. I wouldn't be shocked if both are gone. Trade Russ can't stand as his ego. I don't trust him in the playoffs. Like I said, if a deal's there, I don't mind it. But you can't just trade him. You can't just say, "Oh, let's just take whatever." Pat can't come off the bench, but Schroeder can't either. Not with Russ. AD brings so much extra. We don't have to collapse on slashers, freeing up 3-point line. He gets some more open jumpers because it's focused on him. Teams can't be as aggressive on the offensive boards. Agreed. He's going to be huge for us. Huge. I'm really excited about that. It really should be AD, Brown, Hachimura, Walker, and Russ as your starting five, with Dennis Schroeder and Bev as a backup guards, Bryant and Gabriel as a backup bigs, and Brown as a backup small forward. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind lineups like that. I don't think that's what they're going to do, though, which is the problem. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Did y'all see what Bro just done to the reporter? No, I didn't. What happened? Braun be doing some terrible passes sometimes too, and he definitely not closing out on defense until the fourth. So he makes me mad when it turns up. The other guys do. He has his moments for sure, for sure. Um, Norman Powell would be our starting two guard right now, and he comes off the bench for them. That just shows how deep and good they are. Man, please put Braun back at the five. He gets worn out when he does. Yeah, don't put him back at the five. Yeah. I still think Jim Buss signed Mozgov and Dane to sabotage Jeannie because of the deadline she was put on him to make the Lakers contender. I'm pretty sure they said like it was the whole. I mean, it maybe. I mean, it could maybe there was part of that. Maybe he was the one that told Kupchak to do it. Um, but yeah, maybe. Um, well, it depends on how they want to go about it. So you can either stack contracts like Lonnie Walker, Patrick Beverly. You'd have to do like Damian Jones, JTA, I think. Off the top of my head, like I said, I have to look at it. I don't have all the numbers off the top of my head, but otherwise, or you do the Russ trade. You do like Boyan Burks and Nerlens Noel. Um, maybe you can get another like solid piece or something. One like some random throwing. Um, let me see. Trying to find something to me. Here we go. We're going to have to win a lot of games for the second half of the season to even make the plan. I think we'll be all right. Luckily, all these other teams are like just basically stacked together, so that helps. But we're definitely we can't have a losing season. We can't have a losing record the rest of the way. That's for sure. So get LeBron some help. This is genuinely upsetting. 20 years at the top and only 4 chips to show for it. Lakers are wasting the man's prime. But yeah, I think that they have a real chance to win a championship if they get the right pieces. I understand people mad about our defense, but they made so many contested. Oh no, they shut the lights out without a doubt. Look, without a doubt, they were fantastic. Gotta correct you, Tyler. Kobe was the first guy to score 40 against every team, and he had 50 plus on 17 and 30. Really, was it 40? I thought it was 30. But hey, maybe that makes sense. Well, I know LeBron's the only one to do it against every team. But Kobe only played for the Lakers, so he couldn't have done it even if he wanted to. But I thought it was 30. But yeah, I very well could be wrong. Very well could be wrong. Well, on the Wizards beat that. Yeah, I know. Kobe, that dude. Kobe is that dude. Kobe. I think Lakers fully healthy are champ contender. Currently constructed, no. But I like our chances. I'm not. I don't. There's no team that I look at and go, man. There's no way we can beat them in a 7-game series. So I'm not like could we win? Yes. But like, do I look at us and go, man, like that team is one of the best 3 teams, 4 teams, 5 teams in the league? No. Beal is back for Washington. Wizards in 4. We can beat Boston. They have a couple guys out. I think we can too. Yeah, Phoenix and Golden State both going to get back to win it. I think so too. Clippers just hit their threes. That's why they won. Yeah, I mean that always helps. I actually do too. I actually thought that was like a nice swap. I really did because Kendrick Nunn, they need a guard, right? Like they need they have Monty Morris, basically playing point guard and stuff. I think Kendrick Nunn fits better. They have like just a plethora of like Hachimuras, basically. That was the Clippers NBA championship. Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. This is the game that they show up. We'll be half a game behind Golden State tomorrow morning. Yep, I believe it. And Memphis don't choke again. Yeah. Yeah, they need to get that W. Clippers don't care about the luxury tax. As Norman Towel, Reggie, and yeah, seriously, they don't. I mean, it helps when you have the richest owner in all of sports. That's always something that helps, right? Clippers look like 2017 Gold State versus Lakers. Facts. I hope not. They can go 0-5 and lose to the Warriors again. If they do, all respect is lost for Memphis. Seriously, they better get that dub. This game reminded me of 2018 LeBron in the postseason. Yeah, seriously. It was rough. Do you think Lakers should turn Thomas Bryant into Brook Lopez type role? I like what they have him doing. He's just not supposed to be our starter. Like I don't want him to just kind of be like a floor stretching big where he's just jacking up threes. I don't mind him shooting the three, here and there. Like I'm okay with that, but like I don't want him to just basically become a spot up 3-point shooter. Um, I would like him to basically keep doing what you're doing. Is my only thing. Um, People blame Russ because he is supposed to be a star on a max and doesn't perform high enough, even though it's really everyone but LeBron's fault. Yeah. Uh, no, just 2 turnovers, collapse momentum. I felt like we had that comeback. I don't think we would have came back and won personally, but I do think that hurt momentum without a doubt. Without a doubt. Um, do you think this Laker team without AD is better than the 2020 Laker team without AD? Uh, on paper, yes. In reality, no. That 2020 Lakers team. Oh, you talk. Oh, 2022. I'm sorry. I read that completely wrong. Yes, this team is better. This team is much better than last year's team, without a doubt. Much better than last year's team. We, I mean, even just last year, we had we either had the easiest or one of the easiest, like top 3 easiest schedules in the league, and we were in the same boat we are right now. This team is not very good, or last year's team is not very good. But this point is we would have someone besides Russ, not just without Russ. Yeah. I think Russ' hand is bothering him too. It's what it looks like. Um, should the Lakers rest AD? Should they rest AD tomorrow? No. You play AD tomorrow. I mean, he's going to be on minute restriction, but you rest LeBron tomorrow. I do think you rest LeBron tomorrow. Rui playing tomorrow. I hope Bron doesn't rest, but plays light minutes. I think they'll rest him. Let him have a break. Let Rui be the shine. Why is Thomas Bryant the best 3-point shooter on this team? I don't know. It's funny though. AD is great for us because it's like a horror movie, and we know how the star is getting murdered at some point. KCP, I miss KCP. If only they could. I love KCP. AD playing. He is, and yeah, they ain't gonna trade KCP. KCP's played phenomenal for them. Bron should play one back-to-back. Isn't the worst since the next game is Saturday. I get that, but I think they'll rest him. I really do. I stand corrected. The only team Kobe didn't score 40 points against the Lakers. My bad. But he probably gave them 60 piece all the time in practice facts. LeBron needs to stop passing. Should turn into 2014 Kobe. LeBron isn't a closer, never was. LeBron is the greatest closer of all time. I mean, literally. It's like statistically a fact. And LeBron's leading the league in fourth quarter points. So Kawhi always owned LeBron too. Now, was it me, or were we just going heavy ISO all night with LeBron and Russ trading off sets? I just don't remember much ball movement. There wasn't really much ball movement. Lakers' mistake was thinking THT was good. I still think in the right situation, I think THT could have blossomed, but I don't think Utah's that spot, and I don't think the Lakers is that spot. THT had a lot of good intangibles, and he was having a really good season before he got hurt. What, last year or 2 years ago? Y'all know the Clippers play us hard. Don't trip. We're gonna be easy on the way. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. My TV for him to shoot rare occasion. That man was goated. Yeah, he was. Yeah, just seemed like it was either Bron or Russ. No one else really scoring. That's kind of what it was. Yep, it helps when you have the richest owner in all of sports, really. Do you think the Lakers' schedule is easy? No, it is definitely not easy, but it's pretty consistent. It's pretty consistent. Don't believe the comments, Tyler. Thank you. Good. Now I don't have to go look that up. They really started 9-0. Yeah. Let's see. Good thing Clippers only play Lakers once after this. This was a fluke game. I mean, the Clippers shot the absolute lights out. Lights out. Reporter asked Russ, how did him and Dennis get crossed up on the play with the turnover? The question made zero sense, and Russ responded like he normally would. Oh, okay. So it's just his usual. Can the Lakers make the playoffs and play in? Do you have hope of? Absolutely. We're still right there. We're still only like 2.5 games out of a playoff spot. So yeah, I'm not worried about it. They'll be fine. And we're getting AD back. We got Rui. I like where we're at. I really do. I like where we're at. Let's see. Lakers would still blame Russ if his contract was too petty. Yeah, I mean, he's the scapegoat. That's what it is. I missed the game, but I already knew Clippers were going to win. But damn, Bron put up 46, 9, and 14 shooting and lost that bad. Yeah. It was basically LeBron and no one else. It was basically the gist of it. Hey, guys, do you have hope for playing? Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Lakers will at least make the play-in. They will. They'll at least be a playing team this year. If only. Made me 4K. Clippers -7 made you 4K. Congrats. Good hit. Get your money. 2 highest salaries in the league. Russell Westbrook, LA's $47 million. Yeah, which hurts. I don't know. Brown shouldn't play back-to-back with Spurs. Yeah, if you were ever going to rest him, it's the Spurs. Spurs will purposely try to lose the game. Emerald first for LaVine and Caruso. If only. I don't think we have a shot at getting Zach LaVine. The Knicks will give whatever they want. Literally, it's open, take it. Like, especially after missing out on Donovan Mitchell, I just don't think we compete with him. I thought THT had all-star potential. He fooled me too. Yeah, I mean, I still think in the right. I just think it was a bad situation. Like he just didn't fit with LeBron and Rondo, and and then they get Russ. And I just don't think it was a good fit for him. I think if he was in like a different environment, different spot, I think he could have developed into something nice. I really do. I don't think he would have been like a superstar or anything like that, but I think he could have been better than what he is. Westbrook cost us the game late. Can't trust him against top teams. Move him. What about a deal for Buddy Hield and Boyan? Can we get them both? Theoretically, yes. But most likely, no. It would be very hard. You probably have to do like a 3-team deal and stuff, but probably not. Calls Russ Sensei. Got Russ. Russ got Rui to play physical in Washington. Hopefully you do the same here. Yeah, I like that, the law, as KB likes to put it, will be in action. Here we go again. Westbrook turns the ball over too much. Let's just hope T-Wolves, OKC, and Portland keep losing so that the Lakers will reach at least 10 seed and make the play-in. And we're getting everyone back, so that's good. Everyone's coming back, so that is a good sign for us. The game against Boston is our test if AR and Lonnie are back. I agree. And I think we can win that game. Do you think it was right, Lakers picking up Rui over Cam was right? Yeah, I do. Rui, I love Cam, and I've been preaching to go get Cam for, since last year, or as long as I've had this channel. But Rui is more proven. They're roughly the same age. Rui is more physical. So yeah, you basically got him for the same price you would have gotten Cam Reddish. I wouldn't mind if they still got Cam Reddish. Like if they went and got Cam Reddish tomorrow, like I wouldn't be upset about it. But like if you told me you could have Rui Hachimura or Cam Reddish and they'll both be basically the same price, I would have said go get Rui. Hands down. It will be such a breath of fresh air once the trade involving Russell Westbrook. I do think sooner or later it's very possible it could happen. People want Josh Richardson, but he played like trash in the 2021 playoffs. I mean, guys have good playoffs, bad playoffs. We're not. He had a much different role than he would have here, right? Like they wanted him to. He was like the second guy, third guy. He'd be like our fifth. Hopefully, Ham put 80 at the 4 and keep Thomas Bryant at the 5. It's very possible they could do that. Yeah, boy, Russ, man, shake him head. Russ can do some good, but he comes with a lot of bad too, man. Yeah, it was a very rough game, very bad game. Suns rejected Rui for Crowder. but I think it was the salty owner. So no, so I actually did a video on that on as it stands. The report came out, so they were working on a 3-team deal. It was Jay Crowder would have went to Milwaukee, Rui would have went to the Suns, and then the Wizards would have gotten 3 seconds and some salary filler. Problem is, Wizards didn't want to take on any like long-term salary for one, which they probably would have had to do to make salaries match, and two, Milwaukee didn't really trust Jay Crowder because he hasn't played all season. So they didn't want to trade for Jay Crowder, and like he might not be able to play, or he comes in, he plays for like a week and gets hurt because he hasn't played all season. So that basically is what ruined the trade. And so they wanted the Suns to give up more. So it just became this like 3-team deals are where trades go to die. It just they never work out. We stuck with Russ. No, we can't stop talking about it. Don't need Bryant to start. Do you see Rui starting tomorrow alongside AD and LeBron? I don't think LeBron's playing tomorrow. I really think LeBron's going to sit. That's just me personally. I really do believe LeBron sits. But yeah, that's what the reports say. The reports say that they're planning on starting all 3 of them. That they want to try Rui at the 3. So I absolutely believe they want to trade CP3. Will they be able to trade CP3? Probably not. Oh, Suns owner is salty. That's a factor also. Probably. I mean, well, they haven't gotten the new owner yet. So, yeah, just sitting out didn't help them. Yeah. I just hope Lakers will be the 10th seed before the All-Star break. I think it's possible. I think we can get into the plan before we get back from the road trip. Salute though, y'all. On to the Spurs next. Yes, facts. We are getting to the end of the stream. We needed the Bryant to drop 30 versus the Blazers game. Yeah, that would have been nice. Absolutely, that would have been nice. But anyway, got to the end of the chat. I'm going to skate on out here. I'm going to set up some videos for tomorrow. Talk about Rui Hachimura and Anthony Davis playing tomorrow. That is exciting. Don't forget to like the video. If you haven't hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. Take a second, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel. Please help me hit that. Help me hit my my goals. 75-15. Can I get 5 subscribers? I'm sure there's 5 of you that aren't subscribed. I would really appreciate you. And it would mean a ton to me if you did. Real quick, would you trade CP3 for Russ straight up right now? No, I wouldn't. Not. I'd want something else. I think the Lakers would. I really do. I think the Lakers would do something like that. But no, I don't. I wouldn't. But anyway, yeah. Hopefully, we get some more news tomorrow. Hopefully, things keep going up. But yeah, I appreciate you all so very much. Again, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to see me get to 75-20. That would be awesome. But anyways, I will see you all tomorrow